Hello, my name is Francis, and my topic that I chosen to do this assignment on is on K-pop album collection, and the data I've chosen is based on my own collection, specifically on this K-pop group called ENHYPEN, which I have the most data on. Um, the main idea is to create an easier way to display someone's K-pop collection. This is because K-pop albums are released frequently and often come in multiple physical versions, by which includes other things inside that vary to each version. And when you collect so many things and when they release so many things, it's hard to keep track on what you do and what you don't have. And so I wanted to create something that's easier to for someone to know what they do and what they don't have. And these are the packed stuff that I've created. I've mostly been focusing on like the target audience and like how I can make this unique and like very kind of interactive, and so it has like more of like a purpose, I guess, rather than other than showing data. So my idea is to make like an actual like physical album, to match like what K-pop albums mostly look like. And they don't look like the typical albums that are released by Western artists. They're more like books. And when you open them, there's like other things inside which people also collect. So my idea is to make it look like an album, so it fits in with the shelves where the albums are collected. Um, so it kind of looks like this, and this is the data I've based it off on my own collection right now. So I've done it by yearly, because it seems like it had the most for most equal like numbers, so it doesn't like look very weird in terms of like height and stuff. So the books I've done is so the height would be the number of version of album versions they've released that year, and in the spine shows how many of those albums you have collected, and the width of them is based on the physical album sales based in Korea. And on the inside, I was planning on to make them have sleeves, and the sleeves would have cards in them of each member of that group you're collecting, and it would have a tracker on how many of photos that you have of them that comes with the inside the album. Uh, the positives I like so far is that I like the idea of displaying the data in album form, and so it can be put next to the albums displayed on shelves, making it match the whole aesthetic, and so it's like an easier way to track the progress. And the negatives right now are I'm currently struggling to display a more variety of the data and a more unique way to display them. And I think exploring and experimenting with different forms and shapes is needed. My next step is to enhance the physicality and form of the album and finding new ways to display the data. I would also like to find out a way to make the album more interactive and have more uses other than displaying data, such as making the inside look like a binder where people can display their photo cards, something like this. So it can also help it in easier ways for people to track what they do and don't have, and they can just see it and like look through which ones they do and don't have.